Yes, I have.
People are raging over it. I'm just like, yep, I knew this was gonna happen. No big surprise.
Yeah, they've been talking about sunsetting for so long, but now that they've actually said, like, yep, sunsetting, it's coming, people are like,
No, and
God,
they had a
What?
date on it, and people just lost their minds. It was like, no, I
Wait,
want
hold
a
on.
midnight coup. I like my
Um,
Leviathan weapons.
I'm very confused. Wait, what sunsetting?
basically, Bungie's axing all of your guns for endgame content, and then giving you a couple that you can use starting, well, at the next season, you'll still be able to use your stuff, but coming season 12, you pretty much are going to have to get their special endgame weapons, because they're
Oh,
sunsetting
so
everything else.
they're basically getting. Wait, hold on. They're deleting it all?
No, you can
Like,
use it in, like,
no,
normal stuff. But basically, like my Kindled Orchid,
max cal level is gonna be
Arsenic
capped for certain
Bite,
weapons.
Callus's Mini Tool, Parceless
Recluse.
Stardust, all the things that I've spent time grinding for so I could have a cool loadout for each different encounter is going to be just a gigantic waste of time. So yeah, that'll be fun.
So
Yeah,
they're
so what they're
giving
doing, they're capping the light level, or depending which season it is. So from season 1 to 8, it's going to be, well, capped at season 11, and from seasons 9, 10, 11, 12 will be capped next year.
So basically,
Yeah, basically.
like Mountaintop
So
and
every weapon has
Blues,
a
it'll be
lifespan of a
capped.
year. Oh, and includes armor. The
Yeah,
armor's
that's
different.
stupid. Like, what in the
Why?
world is the point of masterworking armor if I can't use my armor?
Keep
Like,
it.
just
What
go
is the point
masterwork
of
another
this
piece
shit
of armor. Yeah.
anyway? What's the point of doing this
Because
though?
Bungie can't be bothered to make new and cool stuff, so instead they're going to take away your old stuff to give you the same stuff, but under a
I
different skin that you have to go grind for.
just I I don't see any incentive to play this game if they do that then. Because if they're just getting rid of
It's
all
like,
the
I
shit,
understand, like, Recluse, like, I look at Recluse and I'm like, okay, weapon sunsetting, I get it. But then I look at, like, my fucking loadout right now, Ancient Gospel, Subjunctive, Arsenic Bite, Timeline's Vertex. These are not OP weapons, but I'm not going to be able to use them because there's some OP weapons.
Yeah, so anything you
I'm
got
like,
this
why does
year.
he... Yeah.
So same time
Why does
this
the
year
entire sandbox have to
is
suffer because Recluse is OP? I don't know.
No, because freaking Pinnacles ruined the sandbox. Even though they're great, they technically did ruin the sandbox. They
Sunset
had
Ghost.
exotic. they
like,
had
yeah, I'm
exotic
pissed about
perks
that
on
then.
legendaries.
I'm just
It's
pissed
like,
about
here's
that
the
then.
thing. I would be okay with sunsetting if the pinnacle perks, if the pinnacle perks make a return on normal legendary weapons. Otherwise, it's like, why in all that is good and holy did I grind to get 21% delirium so that way Bungie can say, no, you don't get to use this anymore.
I literally just got 21% delirium. This season,
And
I
it's like
literally
be
just
capped
fucking got
next
it.
season.
Fuck
If-
off,
if
Bungie.
I-
You're ruining
it's
your
like, unless
fucking
there
game.
is a way-
Stupid no.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you
It's
play
like, you
it
don't
anymore?
need to overthink it, Bungie. It's like, I get, like, here's the fix to the whole, I have the best weapons already, so why would I need the new best weapons? Make all of the pinnacles exotic. And all of a sudden, you only get to use one at a time, and it's at the cost of your exotic.
So
I
basically,
fixed it.
the whole thing that
It's
I try
done.
and do, so every bit of armor that I've gotten, I'll have to grind more armor.
It basically has a clock on it.
So
Yeah,
basically,
so it's got a year lifespan.
so basically, it's a fucking middle finger. It's a middle finger, basically.
Yeah. I said, this is basically Bungie running, like, and to Bungie's credit, they've made a lot of cool creative stuff, and it's hard to see where to go from here, but this is Bungie running out of ideas for new perks that aren't just reload damage perks, and saying, here,
Yeah.
instead of you guys getting to use your normal stuff with reload damage perks, now you have to go grind for new reload damage perks on new guns because content.
But that means everyone has
Like,
to do
honestly,
more raid
like, if-
stuff, and then no, that means no
Yeah,
incentive
this
to
is
do the
how
older
this whole-
raids.
Exactly. Like, if
Why
this is,
the
if they're gonna make it so, and it's
Actually,
only end game
no,
content,
there's
but
a
I'm
few
like,
exceptions
when I
to
go
that
into
rule
end,
with the raids. The
when I
few.
go into
Last
end game
Wish
content,
and Garden.
Oh, Last
Two
Wish and God,
exceptions.
yeah,
Last Wish
because
and
you know,
Garden. They are the
just
exceptions to
fucking-
that rule.
but yeah, you know, Black Armory.
like when I go into end
but
game
Leviathan
content, I'm
and
Black,
Crown of
not
Black
Stars.
Army's
running Mountaintop
basically got the middle
Recluse.
finger. It's hilarious.
But
Black
if I
Army's
don't
got
get
the
to
middle
use,
finger.
if I don't get to use any of these guns, I've spent my entire time playing Destiny acquiring and grinding for an endgame content, then I don't see myself playing this much Destiny in the future. I'll still do the raid once. I'll do a new dungeon once. I'll play the story, but I'm not going to be on here every day trying to chase a cool role so that way I can use it in Grandmaster Nightfall or whatever.
Exactly.
I'm just going to... I will find other games to play. It's like, why would I keep playing to get the same role on a different gun because Bungie said no when I could go play another game and not have my shit taken away?
Exactly. What was the point of grinding an entire, like, up a season to get your character perfect, nice and good, for them to be like, okay, next season you get to restart everything over again.
Yeah,
it doesn't
what's the point of it?
replayability.
It's not a seasonal lifespan, it's a yearly lifespan. So
a yearly
one day
lifespan
still
seasonal doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it does actually.
It
does not
to
matter.
me, it
Not
does
even a
not
little bit.
fucking matter. Like, what is the point of grinding the game? What is the point of playing the game only for,
like,
at some point, everything you grinded for to be useless? There's no
Exactly.
fucking fun to
That's what I'm
it.
saying.
It's like, okay, so we're going to give you stuff that'll make you look nice, which will make you feel good about playing the game, and it'll be nice, and you'll be able to get some content out of it. But when a year passes, you won't be able to use anything that you've already acquired. And that is my fucking gripe with it.
It's like,
That's
I understand
so
where they're
bullshit.
coming from with it because we do have some stupidly overpowered weapons, but my thing has been like, what I actually commented to Bungie, and I'm never toxic about any of that, but basically what I said was like, I get where you're coming from with certain of these weapons, but when I look at my entire collection of weapons that I've gathered so that way I don't have to use those weapons, it just makes me feel like I wasted all of my time playing this game.
Exactly. What's
Like,
the point
why
of-
does my bow have to get sunset because Recluse was too OP? It just makes me feel like I wasted time grinding for that bow or for my Kindled Orchid or for anything.
It doesn't feel like you
It
get
makes me feel
any-
like my time in here isn't rewarded anymore.
Exactly. It feels like you're just on the game just to waste some time, get some stuff for a year, and then get reset.
Now, yeah.
It doesn't feel like
I'd get
it
if
has
they
any
sunset
long-term
Pinnacles. I'd
Yeah,
get if
I
they
mean,
sunset
Pinnacles
certain
sunset.
exotics, but sunsetting the entire legendary sandbox because there's a couple OP weapons is just...
it's
I'm not
absurd.
into that.
It's massively absurd.
Yeah. It
It's
makes me
so-
not want to get legendary weapons because they're just going to go away.
Exactly. What's the point of getting something cool and something nice and something that is going to be fun and you'll have fun with, just for it to
Didn't
be like,
they do this
okay,
in
what's the
D1?
next fun thing?
It's like,
Yeah,
no.
they did that with Taking King.
They reset
but
a bunch
only-
of people's...
Yeah, they only did that with Taking
It's like
King,
how-
and that's because an expansion was coming out. And that's because it was a whole new set. They changed all of that because of the old
It's like
leveling system.
the
not
way that
working.
they did it with Forsaken, I'd be done with. Like how Forsaken, we got different perks and random rolls and that kind of a thing. That was basically the sunsetting of like, why would I use year one armor that doesn't have the extra perk slot? I
Like in
wouldn't
Destiny-
because that's
in
my
Destiny
choice,
1
but I still could if I wanted.
Exactly. In Destiny
That's the
1,
way you do
the
this.
sunsetting that they did was because the light level system back then wasn't working. Come Taken King, because Forever 29 was a thing in House of Wolves and The Dark Below. So Bungie was like, okay, we need to rework the light leveling system and the leveling system in general. So they brought in actual levels and had gear having light level system and not having your weapons and armor based around what your actual level will be. So everyone will get to the same level, but your light level will be different according to your like gear, and that has been the norm since the Taken King in Rise of Iron, Destiny 2 Vanilla, all the way up to now. They didn't need to sunset.
Ooh, I just got Telestra.
with
Feels bad.
exactly. They
They
didn't
nerfed
need.
and said, didn't
It's
they?
like-
Yeah, they didn't need
Yeah,
to
it's
sunset
like-
anything right here because there's no difficulty with the light level system. Like, if it is just Pinnacles, I'd be fine with. But
Yeah, I'd understand that completely. Sunsetting Mountaintop, Recluse, and Delirium, those things, I'd completely can get behind.
I'd be.
And it's like
completely
with
for
like I said,
that.
with how they did it in Forsaken, it wasn't technically sunsetting, but the way that
They
they
did
shortened a lot of the sandbox just by making it so that you wanted to use other guns instead of no, you literally can't use them anymore.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Like, I would rather. Like, why armor though? That's
Yeah.
my question.
Armor-
so that there's a
armor,
new
I'm
grind.
mixed. Yeah, there's something to grind at least.
Yeah.
But at least there's transmog, so that'll relieve
It's
the pain
grinding
just
for
a
the
tad.
sake of grinding.
Like, at least, like, okay,
So I just get
Dado's been
supered off
talking
the bat
about
every time I spawn.
Dado's been talking about doing weapon sunsetting for a while, but
I guess he got what he wanted.
I mean, he was only meaning the
Yeah.
pinnacles as well. He was
Hope he's
only meaning
happy.
pinnacle stuff.
Not
Like,
Bungie. Let's do the entire legendary.
Bungie
Yeah.
always takes it
Like
too far.
you can't just take all of
They-
our weapons away and then say, well, it's because of power creep. It's like I just
Yes and
I get
no.
power creep. I just can't get behind. We're taking away every gun in
Exactly.
endgame content except for the couple that we give you.
If you take away everything, eventually it'll start getting dry and there won't be enough to do.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, oh, okay.
The thing I
well,
keep saying is that there's always going to be a mountaintop in Recluse, and even in the sunset weapon, or not sunset weapons, but the new weapons that you have to grind for, there's always going to be a here's the best one and here's the worst one. And if you don't have the best one, you don't get to raid. So this is
I
really
always
just restarting, coming back to the same conclusion.
Exactly. I feel like what their solution is, we get weapons. They do like with Mountaintop and Recluse, they get retired. Something else comes into the fray, and everyone will just be like, "Oh, okay, it's only for a year," and then Bungie doesn't have to do anything about it.
Yeah. So I'm totally behind sunsetting pinnacles, honestly. As much as I like my pinnacles, I completely would like to see raids without Mountaintop and Recluse,
Exactly.
or
Like,
sunsetting
do
Delirium.
without Recluse,
Delirium's good.
personally.
Sunset that.
Yeah, the only exception
you
to
know?
sunsetting rule is exotics, which is fair because exotics are exotics. You can't do shit.
Yeah. But then, like, if you're sunsetting
Yeah.
weapons,
I'm just
what about stuff
hate
like?
it, man.
What about titles? What about stuff for that?
Yeah.
What about that?
Do
You
bad
won't be able
so
to
sad, get lost. I know.
Exactly. You won't be able to get. People won't be able to get.
They'll have to
Wayfarer.
rework Gambit. They'll
Yeah,
have to
people won't
rework
be able-
Gambit if you
They'll
think
have to
about it.
rework the entire sandbox. They'll have to replace the method
Like-
or the weapons for getting Wayfarer, Curse-breaker.
Actually, yeah,
Black
they're
Armory.
doing something like that for season 11. So whatever
Jesus, I
the
keep
weapons
getting
are going to be for
revoked.
that season, you can get it in all the activities, including Reckoning, Gambit, Strikes. You name it, you can get it in there. So that will
It's
be
like-
like an incentive.
I was
try
kinda
these
mixed
weapons
about
out
this
without
for a long
doing
time.
anything, essentially.
It's like, I was kind of mixed about this sunsetting thing for a long time because power creep is real, and because it's the whole I have the good weapons, why would I need anything else is real and has been for a long time. And I've just been like, when
Yes
I look
and no.
at things like Recluse, when I look at things like God roll subjunctives, when I look at things like that, I'm like, yeah, okay, I kind of get it. But then I look at I keep saying, my goddamn bow. You know how many people use an arsenic bite in endgame
No
content
many
that aren't
people.
me? Zero.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why does my bow is not overpowered? Why does my bow have to get
I
sunset?
think-
Because there's powerful energy weapons.
I
It
think,
Right,
doesn't make
might
any
be more broken in the
sense.
future.
I think I've been
Maybe,
asked
but they're not going to be arsenic bite.
Dude,
That's true.
even the Black Armory weapons, as well.
I think
Yeah.
Scourge is getting an exception as well. I
No,
think
not-
Handful
not-
Rates are getting an
not
exception.
Scourge, not Scourge. Like the forges in general, the forge weapons.
Oh yeah, Forges are fucked.
So
the Forges are screwed.
Like, either way, this is boned. Like, either they're going to give us new weapons that we're not going to like as much as our old ones, or they're going to give us the same exact guns that we had before with a new skin, which is going to make me go, I already had this, Bungie. Why did you make me grind it again?
exactly. There's just gonna
Oh my god,
be
is that
no-
like 5
No way
supers?
this works.
there's gonna be no replayability, and I bet like people are already
Exactly.
fucking complaining about it. Except for like the
Oh
top
no
end
shit! Have you seen
people
the
that are like,
forums? Holy Lord and
Exact-
Savior!
and they listen, and
You know
they
the
say
people
they
who aren't
listen.
complaining about it? Yeah, the
The-
people who aren't complaining about it are the people that they listen to. Glad,
Exactly.
Dado, Mtashed, all of the people who pay
Because-
their bills, which makes
because
sense,
apparently
but
they
is
feel the
also like,
people-
dude,
They feel that those people talk
it's like
for the
I
community.
get that those guys are feeling burnt out, and I get that those guys are running out of things to do, and those guys pinnacles and blah blah blah, and those guys don't, and those guys are a fan of it,
'Cause
but they
they
don't
do
speak for
everything
99.9%
every day.
of your community.
Exactly.
The people get paid to play Destiny, so of course they run out of things to do.
Like, what about new
Like,
light
of course
players?
they run out of
What about
pinnacles to
people?
grind.
What about
Yeah.
people trying to go for the title? Like, Wayfarer's fucked.
Yeah,
Curse
Bungie looks
fucked.
Bungie looks at those guys and goes, okay, so they've two-manned Guardian of Salvation. We have to do something about these OP guns. And then there's us, who we get 6 of us, and we get it done probably without a
In
mountaintop or
3
a
hours.
recluse.
Yeah, we get
Yeah,
it done
I
exactly.
in
don't
maybe
think one of us
3
using
hours.
mountaintop. Like,
Actually,
hell,
no.
we're using freaking Telesto in there.
Or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, I use
We're
Spare
using
Asians,
dumb weapons and it's working.
yeah, I
But
use
that's
Spare
just us.
Asians, Zeno, and Trophy Hunter. Like that's my go-to for that raid, and like
Dude,
that all is gonna go away now.
I jumped
because
into an
of this.
LFG. I jumped into an LFG of Garden and I was like, for the hell of it, I'm running Merciless, and it fucking worked. It
Well,
fucking
they're not sunsetting
worked.
exotics. There's the thing.
No, I know. No, that's what I'm meaning. If it's the OP weapons that they're worried about, like, the viability of anything in those things, once you hit a certain light level, is just astronomical. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It won't
It's like here,
matter.
I can solve sunsetting in also one different kind of besides just sunsetting pinnacles. I think I can solve it like this: get rid of wells and bubbles, because with enough wells and bubbles, you can kill any boss in this game with any weapon.
Exactly.
Because wells and
Yeah.
bubbles are so powerful. If you
Oh,
take
that-
down wells and bubbles, like I did a full raid where I did a garden end encounter with a team of nothing but hunters, so no wells, no bubbles, and a bunch of mixed weapons, and we still did it because we wanted to. Like if you take out those
Exactly.
super damage buffs, or you sunset pinnacles, but the problem isn't that our weapons are getting too OP. The problem is, like I said, there's a couple OP weapons, and then between wells and bubbles, you never have to have a challenge. We could
But
take
then-
down the last guy in Garden with Rat King in a well with a bubble if we wanted.
Dude, but like, power creep's always going to be there. Like, it's always going to be a factor.
Yeah.
So, changing shit around, it doesn't. It like
So
it
this is
does
just
reduce
this
it.
is just like a hard reset, and using the same exact console. Like the same problem is gonna keep coming back
Exactly.
no matter what. You
Like,
can't
we
fix
might
it
as well
with
get a
this.
Destiny 3. Like, if they're going
Yeah.
to do this, we might as well have that in Destiny 3.
Yeah.
Leave Destiny
If
2
I have to
alone.
restart my weapons, make a new game. I haven't played this game for this long, so that they can say, "Yeah, sorry guys, it was all for nothing."
Exactly. If I haven't been grinding this, like, as much as yeah, I've sort of had a mini stroke there, jeez. But like, you know what I mean. If we haven't been as grinding
Mm-hmm.
as we have been over the last few years with this game, then like, what is the point? I feel.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Also, what about new light players? They're like, yay, I finally got this thing that everyone's talking about. Nah. Can't get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone.
You can't use it
Bye
in
bye.
any of the endgame content.
You can't use it
Don't
in
care how
anything.
much you liked it.
A lot of new light
Mhm.
players can't even get to endgame content either. That's the shitty thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hell, I've maybe
So dumb.
pulled one new light player through stuff. In my whole time, I've only played with one new
Yeah,
light
but
player.
new light players aren't going to hit endgame content anyway since they're new light.
That's
It's
literally
not
what I
long
was
to hit
just
endgame
saying.
content.
Yeah.
You can access the raid as soon as you've unlocked the destination.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but who in their right mind as a new light player is going to go raid?
People that
I
want
don't
the
know. We had a
full Destiny
960 with us the other day.
experience.
It's a
Exactly.
4-man team. Cool.
Wait, what? 4-man? Why?
You love to see it.
Back in D2 Vanilla, I see, back with the old 4v4 Iron Banner. Hell, I'm back on my origin story. Just kidding, I'm not using that fucking gun.
So is there even a point for me grinding anything anymore? Like,
Yes
Tyrant,
and no.
really.
There's a point
Yes and no.
for you grinding it so that you can have it for a year, and then it all restarts because content. Oh, are they at? They're at C.
The Telestoing, dude. Watch it. And have
They have
your-
a Telesto and a Jotun. Cool.
Ah, the one, them people.
You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it.
The one only upside I can see from this, at least you can still use everything in Crucible. So Crucible won't get affected at all by this.
Crucible won't be
'cause-
affected.
But
That's
Trials and
true.
Iron Banner will.
Or it's like we're
But
we're
people
sweaty enough PvE players now. Like, how often am I just in a strikes playlist where I can use all the weapons I want to use? Almost never.
Mm.
If I'm doing a strike, it's for Grandmaster. Where I can't use my stuff anymore because it's
So
no
yeah, we
sunset.
better get this Conqueror title before sunsetting happens.
Yeah, because I don't think I'm gonna get another seal as soon as sunsetting starts happening. I think I'm done.
I don't think, I think half the seals that are already here are gonna get fucked over.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, someone's got heavy.
Unless they change the seals.
Even I'm just not inspired to get anything anymore.
Yeah, I'm.
Like I'll get Conqueror, and like I said, I'll still play the game. I'll do the raid once for the story because I love the story, and I'll do the dungeon, and I'll do all the stories that come out. And I'm just not gonna be on here every day grinding for the perfect roll because there's no point.
I wouldn't be here grinding any weapons in general.
Yeah.
Like, they're increasing the light level stuff and then decreasing the amount of stuff we have.
Yeah.
I guess they want to like lower the
Dude.
loot pool down so they don't need to nerf as much shit. Because the loot pool is
it's like-
massive in this game.
It is, but we don't use most of it. They could remove all of the year one stuff except for Midnight Coup, and
They,
no one would notice.
they can remove literally whites and greens. They can
Like,
I
yeah,
still use all
exactly.
my whites.
There you go.
I still use some of my whites.
well, too bad. You get rid of them, dude. They're whites.
No.
You see, then
How
you got
else
people
would-
like
no.
EG who hoards everything. He's going to complain no matter what. Ah,
Exactly.
shit.
How else can I get below 100 light level?
But what? Okay.
Because fuck you, that's why. It's fun going into strikes at being lower
It's like
than
just-
750 and people being I've gotten messages of people being like, how the fuck are you so low?
Actually,
I
while you
reversed
were
the
gone,
level.
EG said something that I wholeheartedly agree with, which was like, if you're really gonna make me restart to play endgame content, then just make Destiny 3. It's like, yeah, if I have to
Exactly.
restart my loot pool, my sandbox, just make a new game. I don't want to do it
Wow.
for a 4-year-old game.
Exactly.
Like, just make D3.
Like, make D3, have that having the yearly rotation of sunsetting, and then leave D2 alone. So then we have all our stuff in D2, and then D3 is the one for the sunsetting. Because, like, I mean, who would really give a shit if, like,
Like,
sunsetting was at the very start of
I can
Destiny 3?
see. It's like, I
lot
can
of people,
see a
actually.
loot pool being so awful that you would have to sunset everything on one hand, but I also see a million other steps that we could take first that are being ignored for some reason.
Because they want to take the easiest
So
route.
that-
They always want to take the easiest fucking route and listen to the higher up peoples instead of being like, oh, what does the majority of the community want? Oh, okay. Like,
Yeah.
that was apparent with, like,
Like,
the
hell-
entirety of Guardian Games. The
There's
entirety
still
of
a
this fucking Fellwinter's
huge-
Lie thing. They just don't listen
There's still
to
a
anyone
huge
except
number of
the
people in this game who
giant
don't even
content
have those weapons that are the reason that sunsetting is happening.
creators. Exactly. Like,
Like, do you
personally,
have Mountaintop? No. Do you have Recluse? No. Do you have Whisper? No. Have you got Zeno? No. Okay, well, we'll find a way to get you through the raid anyway, man.
exactly. Just like, that's put a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm eating spicy fucking chips.
It's like, think like the Muffin Man. You know, my friend Muffin. He plays this, he
Oh,
hits
he's
the
gonna hate
soft
it.
cap, and then that's like it. You know, that's his Destiny experience.
he's
He gets on here to
gotten
play with
up
me.
to
He likes
it.
to raid and all that, but it's like now at this point, what reason does he have to keep playing? Because the couple of good guns he did get, so he could be useful in the raid with
They're
us,
gonna be
are
useless.
now useless.
Exactly. He's gonna have no
And
incentive
it's
to
like,
play anymore.
A casual player's grind just got 15 times bigger,
Exactly.
and
Just because the
they're
sweaty
the
cunts
casual
spend every
players who
day
makes
getting...
up most of this.
Exactly, and just because the
Yeah.
hardcore, like, the more the hardcore players grind every day, get everything, burn themselves out,
Yeah.
and then complain about it.
Yeah.
Like-
it's like I get you guys are burnt out, but if you only ever play one game, then you're gonna run out of stuff to do no matter
Exactly.
what game it is.
Like-
That's why I haven't played Elite in so long. I've played Elite almost every day for shit, couple of years honestly, and it's like, well, what else is there? I was like, man, Frontier needs to add stuff, and then I'm like, I've been
Exactly.
playing since 2016.
That's exactly
so much they
one
can add.
reason. That's exactly one reason why I went back to do all of the Halo games. One, because Halo Infinite is
Yeah.
coming out, and that'll be, like, taking up more time
Yeah, that'll be
for
cool.
me than Destiny 2 if
Yeah, boy.
this whole sunsetting thing comes around. But two, because I haven't
Hopefully
played, like, the
campaign's
entire...
co-op.
Exactly. But, like, two, because I haven't played the entire franchise in a row in such a long time, and I've wanted to, like, have something that wasn't just burning me out every day. Because, like, what I'm doing
Yeah, I
right
needed
now,
something new.
like, exactly what I'm doing right now is just farming materials as if it's in Destiny 1.
Yeah.
Like,
And
there's
now
just
it's
no
and I was kind of
incentive.
like, here comes next season. I'm gonna go farm some shards and some materials. So I'm ready to infuse stuff next season. And now it's like,
Exactly.
what's the point of infusing this if it's gonna hit a
Be
point
useless.
that means I can't infuse it anymore?
Exactly. And then with raids, they're gonna be useless because, like, if you start doing
You
stuff...
can go get your raid loot, and then it's gonna get sunset.
Exactly.
And a year's a long time, but a year is 3 seasons.
A year...
No?
Yeah.
4.
Like a year's a long time,
seasons.
but like
4
4
seasons.
seasons. Okay, so basically,
Have you counted a
raid-
year recently, Jack? Have you seen?
I don't
Are
know,
you
man.
like
I've been in
got the wet and
college.
dry seasons?
Dude, I've been in college. Time is a blur. But like, no, a year is a long time. But we're coming up on like gear that you got in Shadowkeep under this model will have been sunset sooner rather than
Than
later
you
at this
think.
point.
Indeed.
We are closer to the gear that we would have earned in Shadowkeep being sunset than we are it not being sunset. Probably 3/4 of the way there.
Half of my gear I use are actually from Pit. Like, I've gotten these Masterworks from Pit,
Yeah.
really good rolls, and
They
then
just punched a
gone
walk
up from
out of
it.
super.
Like,
Yeah, I mean it's like, I can't use my arsenic bite that I've used every single day since Forsaken dropped.
there'd be no
because-
use for me having
Recluse?
anything in my fucking vault. Like,
yeah,
I
That's
can
exactly.
live without
Playing a
Recluse.
bulk.
Like, with Recluse, I can live without
it's-
that. I can live without Mountaintop, I can live without
Yeah.
Delirium. 'Cause
yeah.
there's other
Mountaintop,
things that I can
Recluse,
use.
Delirium, all those things.
I can use,
Yeah.
like, hell, I could use
It's like-
Hammerhead, Avalanche, fucking...
As much of a meme as it is, me trying to get my interference and trying to get my pinnacle heavy, I wouldn't be grinding for interference and a pinnacle heavy.
Exactly.
Because it's
If all of that
yeah,
stuff
my
is
interference
is
is
just
gonna
gonna
be
be
sunset.
useless.
Like,
Yeah, it's
there's
like,
no
what's the point
in
of me
grinding
getting the extra
anything.
+1 power on my heavy now because that heavy is just gonna be useless.
Exactly. And it's gonna be
mean,
reset
like-
next season anyway.
Yeah, the meta always changes. Like rapid fire grenade launchers that used to be aggressive frame grenade launchers got nerfed, but that
And-
doesn't mean that a good roll on Love and Death is a bad grenade launcher. It just means it's not
And
quite
you know
as
what
good
the worst
anymore.
thing
But
is?
it's
The
still
worst thing
totally
about
viable.
it. The worst thing about it is that they didn't wait. They didn't say this at the start of this season. They didn't say this last season. They started.
Yep.
They said it a
Yep.
month before the season fucking ends, and then it's set in stone, and we have no fucking say about it anymore. It's like a fucking.
Yeah, they're gonna
it's-
lose.
It's like
They're going to hell
They're
of a
gonna lose a
fucking-
lot of
playlist.
casual people.
exactly. It's like parent.
Well, just this week, people who do the raid once a season. Yeah,
It's gonna
most
be
of the play they're gonna. It's
It's going to be brutal. I've
like
like-
we're
Exactly.
probably
Tell
not
me-
quite casual anymore. I'm close. We're
I mean,
probably not
you're
quite
close.
casual
I
anymore, but
still
we're close
consider
enough
myself
that
a
it's gonna be
casual
hit or
hard-
miss if we play.
I consider myself a hardcore casual in a sense.
For fuck's sakes, gang.
Yeah, that's a
Give
good
this
way to
rocket
put it.
launcher to Jack. Jack, guess what I
really.
got for my freaking pinnacle?
Heavy.
Did you get a rocket launcher?
Yep. A
Roy the
fucking
bear?
heavy.
It's like, dude,
Nope.
they,
Alright, what's the other one? It better not be another heavy. This is just teasing me now. It's arms. Okay.
Could I
at least
have
it's
it?
somewhat redeemable.
I've
Can he
gotten
have
2
rocket
arms.
launcher? You
Well,
can.
I've gotten 2 arms out of this 2 10-10 arms. One of them was even a garbage roll.
Quick draw
I-
rampage on Oz Autumn.
I feel I'm starting to lose, like, motivation for this game now. Like, after hearing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Conqueror and then see how it goes from there. And I'm probably
Yeah,
right behind you.
same.
on
I'm
that.
gonna get Harbinger, finish
Go find
my
a new game.
it's just-
Bone.
We've got to
Oh,
find a
boy.
new game now.
Yeah, like,
Hey,
that,
who
that
wants
sure
to-
looks like a cool gun that I could grind for 5 days for, and then use
Wait a
it sometimes,
year.
and then in a year only be able to use it in 750 strikes.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Hey, Jack.
But hey, at least Glad will be
I need
happy.
an investment box.
Yeah, at least fucking
Too late.
entire-
We're already going in.
Yeah,
It's-
at least
you
the
know what?
high-end
I'm not
YouTubers are gonna
quite-
be happy.
I'm not quite giving up on it yet because, for one, everyone's complaining about it, and two, even if they do decide to throw caution to the wind and do it, if they get on and the only people who are fucking playing Destiny are Glad
Oh,
and
the
Sweatsickle
sweaty.
because everyone else is like, we can't bear it anymore, then maybe they'll change it.
But then they would have
Here,
lost
I would even be
a
fine if
massive
it took,
percent of their
like,
player
even
base.
if it
Not
took,
massive.
instead of
Just a-
sunsetting the
just a good
weapon, but
chunk.
like it took more materials to infuse an old weapon than it does a new one, I'd be fine with that too. Like, if you get to bring this old weapon into the raid, but you have to pay an extra couple enhancement cords and shards every time that you want to infuse it, you're like, okay,
Exactly.
to avoid the grind, is it worth it? But it's not that. It's just we're axing the entire legendary loot pool. It's gone for end-game content.
Exactly.
You
And
get
that's
to
the
use the
thing that's
couple of
annoying.
guns that we give you.
It's like, oh, it's basically like exactly what they're trying to do with like fucking it's like what they're trying to do with the mods as well. Like deleted mods
The
at
mods
some
are
point.
different for armor next
No.
season because they're gonna be on a year.
Thinking about it,
So-
I'm meaning like they did with the mods at the moment, where they did, okay, well, here are some mods that we have for, and we'll delete them after the season. Give mods for different archetypes. People about back on a season. That's what feels like is going to be the exact
Ow.
same thing again with weapon sunsetting, except like with the mod sunsetting, except with weapons and armor. Like the thing that
I'll
annoys
give
me
it
is
till
that it's armor.
till I get Conquer and next season. Yeah, armor's just no reason.
There's no reason.
Armor's just like, bro, what the hell? There's no reason.
I've never heard
Yeah.
anyone be in a Crucible game get killed by something and say, "Oh shit, no, that fucking Dreambane helmet,
That-
dude,
that arms
like that
piece,
needs a
oh.
nerf." Like,
The
The
arms piece,
Dream
man,
Bane
I
helmet
can't
needs
do it.
nerf.
Bungie
I get if it's an exotic, but come on.
is like,
Come on.
like Bungie,
You know,
nerf the
I'll give it
Aeon
till I get
Swift.
Conqueror and then reevaluate from there and see how like the next seasons are going to be and all that. And if I find myself losing interest in Destiny, well, then I'll find a new game. And if not, then cool.
I'll
but
play next season, but
we'll
if
see.
it goes downhill from there, well, let's see.
Yeah,
Hey, do you guys want to go
exactly.
back?
We have plenty of other games to play.
Exactly. Do you want to go to Halo Infinite? Because
Hell,
I mean,
I like
Mine,
I like
actually.
all the Halo.
I'm actually
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
buy
Halo
Halo Infinite.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that too.
Well, I'm gonna get the new Xbox. Why wouldn't I get the new Halo?
Indeed.
Exactly.
Oh,
Well,
It's like
hey,
saying you want the
what's it called?
cheeseburger, but you're not
Second
gonna have the
Extinction?
cheese in it. What?
There's going to be a lot of good games coming for the next series, including Second Extinction.
Oh,
Looks fun. The
yeah, I'm gonna get
three-person
that. That's
co-op
gonna be
dinosaur
fun.
hunting game. That sounds
know
up
what
our
I-
alley.
you know what I wish they would do?
It's Master Nightmare Hunts, but with dinosaurs. Ooh.
Exactly.
You know what I wish they would do? Bring Shadow of the Colossus to Xbox. Fuck you, fight me.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
What's that?
Shadow of the Colossus was an amazing game. It's a solo game, but it's
Yeah, that's probably
Like,
why
have
I don't typically
have
play
you-
solo games.
Have you played the game? Have you heard of the game Journey?
Yes, it's like
Yeah, I know
the
what Shadow
sandy
Colossus
one,
is,
like
actually,
with all
now
the
that I
sand
think
in
of
it.
The one with the
And makes
sand, no
Sandman like
dialogue.
jizzes his pants every time he sees it.
Yeah, no sand. Like no dialogue, pure storytelling through motifs and show don't tell and all that sort of stuff. Shadow of the Colossus is the same. Like you literally see this guy go on a quest,
Hard
killing
light.
killing
I'm not using the
monsters.
sidearm.
Like he's basically going around killing monsters to try and save his dead girl, his dead girlfriend or wife or whatever. So he does that and he
Spunky.
destroys all of them. And it turns out it's not actually, he's not actually killing them to revive her. It kills her and it's
Psych!
actually, yeah, it's actually taking parts of her soul away, and then he
That's deep.
becomes the
There's
final
like 5 of them.
monster,
Hold on.
and then he becomes trapped in the entire area of the game. It's a heavy game. It's like playing.
Should we try and play Overwatch together as a group?
Uh,
I think you
I've,
might like Overwatch.
I don't have Overwatch. What I
don't
would
play
like,
Overwatch.
honestly, would be like if Skyrim was multiplayer. Then that would be really fun for us. I don't need to play with 15 million
Tamriel
other people. I
Online?
just want a game I can play with my friends. No,
Tamriel
don't. For the love of God, don't. I've played ESO. It's awful. It's awful. Don't.
I've
You'll
I've
die.
never
You'll
actually
kill
played
yourself. And you'll die screaming.
Alright, cool. Not doing that mistake.
Yeah, don't do that. I made the mistake for you. I pre-ordered the $100 version of that game and
Oh,
literally played it
no.
for a day.
Actually,
You poor
and it was
soul.
so bad, I haven't picked it back up.
actually, Elder
Maybe it's
Scrolls
better
6
now,
is
but
coming
whatever.
out.
Maybe
Yeah,
it'll be
not really
co-op.
Elder Scrolls. And what's that Dawnblade?
Why?
He's come around here somewhere.
Why don't you like games that are fun? Why don't you like fun?
I've never been into.
Get
I'm
shot
not a
in the
single
foot.
player person. I'm a multiplayer. He just thunder crashed right in front of me.
Ah, you are such a fucking extrovert.
Yep, that's how bad it is. It comes into just gaming as well.
God.
Oh, I thought I had. Okay, well, I did have teammates pushing with me. They just all were behind me. I was like, let's
Yeah,
go
you
get
kind
this
of
guy
you kind of push
5v1,
yourself.
guys,
And
and then I died and was like, guys, and they were like, oh shit, it's time, and
Stay
they
my
went and killed him.
shield.
Still, let's hope they don't do sunsetting to fucking sparrows and vehicles, cause
Lol. Just imagine.
I'm gonna get killed with the
100
Crucible, and next I'm
sparrow.
gonna say they better. I swear to God, they better sunset that ghost shell.
yeah, like my god, the kill tracker ghost. Nah, they need to delete it from the sandbox entirely.
It's like, dude, if they don't sunset that
bro.
ghost shell, I'm out.
If they don't take away
Shoot,
Segura's
that
ghost shell,
Cal's
I
ghost shell
swear to
2
God.
grams. Nerf it.
I swear to God.
Get wrecked, super duper warlock.
Super
Let me
duper
guess, this is an
warlock.
Nagi shot.
Yeah, popped a super, and I
yeah.
shot him in the foot, and he died.
I haven't gotten a single right
Bro,
kick
this
on my warlock
freaking
now.
submachine gun looks like it's like I just got it from the Lego set or something. Why?
Don't worry, it'll be
Leave me
sunset.
alone!
You won't, it'll be useless.
Where's it come from?
Yeah, you won't ever have to worry about it again, Vol. See, that's why this is a favor. A blessing in disguise, if you will.
Because we
Ow.
don't... Sunsetting shaders
We
would
don't-
be annoying.
That'll be funny. I'll laugh.
It's shader! It's too powerful!
God damn it! My callus is selected!
My prestige
I-
spies
I
emblem. No, it has
Have
to
the
be gone.
Crimson
by the
Valor
way.
shader. There's
Yeg's
nothing they
online.
can do about me now.
I want to hear what Yeg thinks
cool.
about all this. Oh, he's on Netflix now.
He's gonna hate. He's gonna just.
I
man.
like he's gonna hate it as well.
It depends what they come out with, though. If they come up with really good stuff, I'll be like, okay, yes and no. Okay.
You know, I would agree with you, but it had better be a lot of really good stuff.
It better
Yeah,
If they
like, it
add
has to be top-notch
200
loot.
really good weapons, then I might be okay. Then or I wouldn't be okay with it, but I might be better at accepting it. But they're not gonna do that. They're gonna
I
add
would
5.
rather
You know?
if they do this, and they follow through with it. The one thing
They
that
are gonna
I
follow
want,
through with it, no matter what.
okay, when they follow through with it, the one thing I want them to bring back as reprimand
You
for
can
this
get a
entire
kill out of that.
fiasco,
You can get...
I just want them to bring back the Twilight Garrison. If I'm losing all my weapons and all my armor, the least I can have is my garrison.
That's an exotic. We're talking about legendaries here.
No, I'm just.
They're not
Or
gonna do
here's
shit
an
with
idea:
exotics.
if I have to regrind all of my loot, then it had better not require any materials to infuse, because I already did my time.
Indeed. I'm not fucking dealing
I swear, if
with
that makes me grind red drinks, I'm gonna hang myself. You know how long that quest took?
Red,
I mean, like,
yeah,
guess
Red
what,
Drake as
guys?
well.
Now that you're getting all of this new stuff, you know, we're taking away all of your pinnacles that you spent time getting. We're taking away all of your rolls that you grinded
see.
for, and now that we're giving you new stuff, it's going to take more shards and planetary materials and prisms and blah blah blah.
Okay, let's see how many.
Wait
I
for
don't
it.
want to do that.
Let's see how many titles it would mess with if they went along with this. Let's just see. Let's just
Seasons
see.
1 through 8, every title.
All of them.
It would mess up
all
with
of the
Enlightened, Harbinger, Shadow. It would mess with Reckoner, Black Armory, Wayfarer, Dredgen, Unbroken,
Every title.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Yeah,
before
as near as
Spring
makes
Yard.
no difference, all of them.
and Ravensbane.
All of them, dude.
Except for the ones that like.
Seasons 1 through 8.
Exactly. Like it's so stupid.
It is so stupid.
Hey Bungie.
Like I
do you
get
ha-
where they're coming from. I see the problem, and and I'm not oblivious to the problems that they're
Yeah,
having there
like,
and like
there
why
are
they're thinking of
problems,
this. But
but
it's
there's
like
different workarounds.
it's like they've skipped options 1 through 19 and moved straight on to nuke everything.
exactly.
Like when Russia flies their bombers over here to Alaska, like they still like to fly over to show how cool they are. We send out the F-22s, and then the bombers fly back. And instead, we've skipped that step. We've skipped negotiation. We've skipped normal ground war, and we've decided to nuke Earth until there's literally no life left on it.
Maybe that's what they're
Sounds
doing.
about
The
right.
Almighty smashed into the tower and we lose all our shit again. Maybe they're doing it.
Yeah, like at this point, I'm gonna let the Almighty hit the tower.
I'm gonna let the Almighty hit the tower.
Like,
and
oh
first
well,
thing,
none of my gear mattered anyway, right, Bungie?
Exactly. First thing that I'm going
Dude,
to
good
actually
rescue.
have it do. First thing I'm gonna actually have to
Rasputin's
do
gonna
is
power
like
up.
fucking. He's
Oh my
gonna
God.
be
It
like,
just
you didn't give
Rasputin's
them.
gonna get sunset and we're gonna lose the tower. Rasputin. Rasputin's gonna get.
Rasputin,
Bunch
just
is like, oh,
his
he's too
nukes,
powerful.
like
Sunset's
the Almighty's
Rasputin.
just like 1,000,000 power. The nukes go off right before the reset timer. Sunset. Nukes are shit.
Ah, God.
Rasputin's been left behind. He can't do endgame content anymore. Sorry, guys.
Yep.
No.
Then goes the Almighty.
Someone,
We're screwed.
someone just goes and flips the giant lever on the back of Rasputin, just powers him down. We'll turn it back on when you're done with the raid, because that's endgame content, and Rasputin's
Yeah.
been sunset.
Imagine Rasputin's the endgame boss for the next raid, and it's
Oh,
just like
he's a Russian? What the
No,
hell are you saying? I don't care.
it's literally just like the next raid. You get into the boss room. It's dark. It's gloomy. You've gone through many encounters just to get there, and all you hear is a garbled robotic voice in broken Russian, and
Jack
then
can do it really well.
No.
Jack, do it.
and then something
No, I
on the
can't.
side of the screen. No, something on the side of the screen pops up and says.
Rasputin's been sunset.
It says the powering. Switch Rasputin back on, and the encounter is just flipping a switch, and then you get a raid loot. That's the endgame boss, is just turning him back on. To be fair,
And
Not-
Flick, what did how did was that for? Well,
well, this'll blow up the Spire of Stars. Oh, okay.
bro, this one is spice like Leviathan being nerfed. They can't eat the pyramid chips anymore. Oh god damn it!
Pyramid ships get. Hey, at this point, the pyramid ships should be sunset by the time they get here, so don't worry about them.
You
don't actually have to worry about 'em.
One, like one light, Guardians. Cute.
Bungee sun boats.
Oh my god.
Oh my
They sunset
god.
emotes
What
in
are they
the
gonna
entirety of
find
emotes.
anymore
Eververse.
from year one?
Well,
To prevent free peeking, we are sunsetting emotes from now on.
god damn it.
The only
Not our
emotes that you
emotes
get
now.
to use, you have to do in first person.
Yeah, why didn't they make that a thing? I got booted from my
Because
tower.
I get motion sickness.
Yeah,
I'd die.
motion.
I mean,
Yeah.
they did it in
Yeah,
GTA.
motion sickness is a real thing.
They did it in GTA.
Yeah,
I
they
got
did, but
removed from
GTA's
my
emotes
tower.
aren't quite as aggressive as like the flip dances we have here.
I know.
Oh,
like,
hey,
some of
if you
them
guys
have-
need a new
spinning.
game,
Imagine the spinning.
Red Dead Online's super fun. Oh my god.
Yeah, I hear from
TV would
GTA Red
explode.
Dead
100.
is so fun.
Red
Thank
Dead Online is like GTA, but with not the toxicity of GTA. Like, you just ride your horse by
GTA,
people and they
but
just
with
wave at you as you go by.
cowboys.
My matchmaking
Like,
is
normal,
currently
there are
disabled.
asshole players, but they're normally taken out by all of the good players as soon as they
Yeah.
pop up. Like, if you go into town and someone starts shooting, that they hog time and beat him to death, leave his body in the road as an example.
Exactly.
Oh, bro, you know what my brain just said to me? My brain's like, like Felder's Light, it's gonna be the new Mind Bed, it's me. Shit.
Five-man team.
Don't worry.
Oh, don't worry, it's gonna get
It's
sunset.
getting sunset. Yeah.
He's getting sunset,
Yep,
it doesn't matter.
that's the new. It's getting sunset, guys. Gaul got sunset. The darkness got sunset.
Cole got
Rasputin, he's gonna get
sunset.
sunset. That's a loss we're gonna have to
Traveler,
take,
like one
though.
light, bro.
We're gonna sunset DMG next. He can't do endgame content.
Yeah. Imagine
Just
how
the
they
person.
imagine how they closed the book on they like closed the book on the entirety of the Destiny lore just by the Traveler getting sunset.
Oh my god! If they end this with the sun, like a cutscene of the sun setting on the Traveler, I'll cry.
I know,
fuck
just
me.
like, I knew it was happening.
The Traveler literally got sunset, and then I quit Destiny.
Both times they went out with the Travelers in the sunset.
Ow. Behind you, Volt, there's a sniper across the map. He just took my head off. Back. Izanagi's is not the best sniper until it is the best sniper.
Don't worry.
It's a garbage sniper until I pick up one brick of energy, and then it is literally the best sniper.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
Iron
sounds about
Banner.
right.
Iron Banner is getting sunset next season.
Finally, I can get rid of all these dogs.
Fucking throws him off the cliff. You're one light now, suckers.
Cocks his revolver. You're about to get sunset, Fido. I'm sorry I had to come to this.
Efrity comes over. No,
Bro,
Lord Saladin,
just imagine
it's
Zavala
my
just,
dog.
like,
I'll
went to
do
Lord
it.
Saladin. Make sure you don't trip on the tower.
Just old yellow.
Sunset.
Yeah.
No,
Efrity,
he's
old
my
yellows.
dog. I'll sunset him.
At least one good thing has come out of this, having this fucking conversation.
Well, hey, another good thing, we'll never have to play a broken Spire to try and get the emote anymore because Spire will get sunset.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what? I probably won't be able
Ow.
to get this Harbinger title either, because Pit of Sorrow is getting sunset. Pit of Heresy, sorry.
Pit of
Yep.
sorrow? It's more like... Pit of no, hell no.
Pit of No Loot.
Everything is gonna get sunset.
Pit of
What is-
nothingness.
What are they going to
bad
drop
guy
from
here?
there? They won't be able to drop the Premonition. They'll have to drop another shitty Moon Pulse.
Cool, we got him. Did he drop
Oh,
green?
God.
No?
It's gonna be weird next season.
taking
Just
B.
seeing the max power cap, something else.
The max-
Infusion cap.
Yeah,
They
next
stick
season
it back
makes
to
or breaks
300.
Destiny, honestly.
They stick it back to
Like-
300.
Either the whole sunsetting thing is reworked or goes away next season, or I think a lot of people quit Destiny.
I know, I
Oh
probably
yeah, no
would.
kidding.
The sunsetting needs, at this point, they can't take it out at this point, because it's a month until the
They
thing
already
launches.
implemented it in.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and they waited
So,
until
like
they
I
put
said,
it in to
either-
fucking tell everyone. It's like a fucking...
Either it
It's
gets
like a-
worked again, or you lose people.
Exactly. They did it exactly like a child, or like a parent when someone's,
Yeah.
when one of their friends are coming over. It's like, okay, Mom, I've cleaned my room. Oh, good. Just so
Bro,
you know,
it's like
people
a
are coming
couple
over,
having a
so,
child they don't want. It's just like, okay,
yeah,
let's
so I'm
skip
pregnant.
adoption, let's skip abortion, let's just skip all that, let's kill it. Straight up.
Hey, we have company coming over, so make sure that you smother out the kids with the pillows so that way they don't make any messes, okay?
Sounds about right.
Oh yeah, son, by the way, we actually have company coming over. Why
Like,
didn't
I'll
you
still
tell
play
me?
Destiny if all this goes through, but I'll literally play it to get the story, and then I'll drop it for the season. Like,
Yeah,
I want
I
to know
would-
the story, I like the story of Destiny, but then I'll drop it for the season.
Hell, I haven't
no
even
point.
done the title and the seal for this season, so I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do
Nah,
next
this season's pretty bad.
It
It's
was-
just bad until
Yeah,
it's
this
bad
season
until
you're
it's
not
bad.
missing anything.
It was too easy.
Literally, we got
Like-
the seal because there was nothing else to do this
Dude,
season.
you can get the seal just by playing the game. Like, the whole
Yeah,
tower
Well,
stuff.
by doing the seasonal stuff, yeah.
Exactly, and I'm just like, okay, well, I don't even care. If it's that easy, I don't want it. Like,
Like,
Damn.
guys,
We got
come
it
on.
just because we were like, hey, just literally playing the game got us to the point where we can now get it with getting the perfected public event. So we just were like, oh yeah, just go for it.
like,
Did we just take our super signaled handily?
dude,
I blade barraged him, and that dude ate my.
Like, I get that 3 of my
Oh.
titles, I get that the 3 titles I have are the easiest titles I have. In the game, but damn.
Still, titles are hard in themselves. Like even like no matter really what it is, having a title is an accomplishment. Even if it is garbage dredging, you know, it's still a title.
Dude,
Sorry, what? I heard
dude,
just...
this guy.
Recluse.
You know, fucking, you know the YouTuber of Captain Sparkles? Meet this guy, Mr. Sprinkles.
Mr. Sprinkles. What
Hello, my name
in
is
the
Mr.
Lord?
Sprinkles.
Mr. Sprinkles. Mr. Sprinkles, please come to the office, please.
Hi, have you met my friend Moist Ointment?
Oh,
Jesus
shit.
Christ! I keep getting out auto rifled by hard light.
I thought I know that thing. Well, guess
lives.
what?
Well,
Don't worry,
No,
we
it's getting
sunset.
sunset.
It's
Oh, wait,
no,
no, it's not.
no, it's not getting sunset because it's an exotic.
Yeah.
Imagine
exotic.
that.
Cool.
J-
So
Sunset-
my auto
JK.
rifle that can't win the fight against Hardlight will be sunset, but Hardlight's to stay.
There, yeah,
Damn, we're making sure
Hardlight,
Hardlight's here forever.
Hardlight is to stay then, because it's not like
Yep.
anything else is going to compete with it after they get rid of.
Huh.
Dude,
Yep.
There'll
But hey,
be no
at
use
least
for
Gnawing
like.
Hunger's gonna get Sunset because that gun is overpowered.
Yeah, there's no use for like doing Festival of the Lost anymore.
Nope.
There's no use for anything anymore. The Vows getting Sunset?
Nope. Yep.
Oh, I'm so annoyed. I'm actually sad now.
I'm getting smacked to this game.
At least we're winning.
Yeah, but don't worry,
Yeah,
your win
I
streak.
haven't gotten a kill in
bonus.
like 15 years, but
Don't worry, your win streak will probably be Sunset.
we sunset.
Give me a
We
sec.
sunset like in 2 minutes. Watch. And I die. Yep, there goes that
finally,
one
there
streak.
we go.
Wait. Get,
Vol,
get-
you know that dude who Nova bombed us in A before?
Yeah, yeah. What about him?
I had a honed edge ×4 shot lined up on his chest right before he was casting Nova Bomb, and then you stepped in front of me and I shot you in the back.
Oh no!
I was pulling the trigger and you just like slippity slipped right in front, and then we got Nova bombed. What?
Wow, he just camped there. He just
just
got camped.
Okay,
I saw
I'm
him
back.
jump around. Bang! Dead. Drops dead straight away.
Hey, at least I'm getting my sniper kills done too. And hey, if these don't give me the pinnacles, then you know what?
You'll get Sunset anyway.
I still
so it
have
doesn't matter.
a
We get Sunset
Crucible
anyway, so it'll be
pinnacle.
fine.
Yeah, that
Are
is
you
true.
kidding
There's
me?
literally
Is-
no point, right? Is there? No.
There's literally no point anymore for you to try to get a 10-10 heavy.
Yup.
Oh, there's the egg.
Yup.
Hey, Yeg. So we're talking about the weapon sunsetting thing that's happening? Or the weapon and armor sunsetting?
Next season.
Yep.
We're also throwing up while doing it. It's kind of fun to have others share in our rage,
I got
while
I
at the
got
same time
I
it's
got
not
it.
because we're reminded of our rage.
Dude, I got it. I got my final
What'd you get?
my final small rice cake. I'm gonna turn it in.
Well, guess what?
Nice,
We
dude.
sunset.
Yeah. Oh yeah, rice
Goodbye,
cakes
rice
will be
cakes.
sunset. Oh,
We
no.
came to the conclusion that it doesn't matter what we do this season because Rasputin's going to get sunset and the Almighty's going to hit the tower.
I would rather the Almighty hit the tower.
Head
if
law right there.
everything's getting sunset.
That would be
You
fucking
know.
hilarious.
It's gonna be head cannon.
That would be.
Oh, this
I
would be my
just-
favorite season if Bungie did that.
If they destroyed the tower and just
If
everyone
Bungie
died.
sunset Rasputin and destroyed the tower and made D3.
So yeah, what's your
I would-
view
That'd
on
be the
Oh, well,
funniest
yeah.
shit, hands down.
What's your view on Bungie? Like, okay, hold on, Sam, explain it. Like, fully what's happening.
Basically, your weapons will be good for a year after you acquire them, and then you can use them in normal playlists, but you can't use them in endgame, i.e. raids, dungeons, grandmasters, masters, that kind of a thing.
Stuff
The
that they
new
give
stuff
you,
that they add.
which will
Yeah,
also
stuff
get
they add.
sunset a year after it's useful.
Yes.
So, whatever they give us, we're challenged to use them. Which
This is basically Bungie going, our sandbox is so huge and we have some weapons that are so stupidly overpowered that we can't be bothered
Exactly.
to fix them, nerf them, or rework them because of the outrage of the community. So instead, we're going to take away all of your things, including your armor, and make you regrind all of them every
Yep.
year.
Every year.
every year.
That's the plan.
Oh, no, they won't be able to
Yeah.
do that
But,
anyway because they'll already have implemented it because they said it a month after the season went live.
Did he got it? Did he get it?
I'm calm. I got boots. I got boots. I got boots. I'm killing myself.
Ah,
I got
Don't
I got
worry.
I got a
It doesn't matter
57
anymore.
stat roll, 10 boot. Yeah, you're right. No, literally
It really
nothing
doesn't matter
matters anymore. Existence is pain. God is dead. I don't care, but I'm still gonna do it.
Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters to me. Oh look!
Wait, Jackson, what are we doing?
God, game.
Oh look!
I'm getting
What
my
is
last
this?
goddamn Iron Banner pinnacle.
Dude, what is this amazing thing I just realized? All the armor,
Okay.
all 3 armor that I got for my characters to make them look nice, make them look beautiful, make them look good, and I finally
Sunset.
finally got them perfect.
Sunset.
Sunset.
Bungie's like, hey, you smell that? Smells like night's coming. almost like it's time for
Sunsetting,
That's what it's
basically.
called. It's a weapon sunsetting. It's a nice way of them saying that
It'll be
all of your
Kinda.
fun stuff that you liked using is gone.
It'll be useless.
Right, relevancy will be speed decreased.
Like I told Bungie, like I replied to their thing. Literally,
Exactly.
yeah. We're going like, what is the point of grinding for a good roll on a gun when
Armor
it's gonna be useless
ornamentation.
in next year's content? Blah blah blah.
Probably that. Then
Yeah.
only that.
What
It'll also
like,
mess with all of
I
the
replied to
titles.
Bungie's tweet about this, and I never like am toxic about any of this stuff. I'm just like, hey, here's how I think about it, and what I
Which means they'll
basically told them
probably
is
listen
like,
to you.
I was like, I look at Recluse and I see where you're coming from, but then I look at my multitude of weapons I carry around on me for endgame content, like my bow, and go, why can't I use any of this in endgame content anymore? It's like I get where you're coming from, but still,
Exotics
No,
are-
Exotics are exempt.
Exotics are exempt. Some two of the raids, Last Wish and Garden are exempt.
for a
And
year.
I think I think that's just like an example of raids. I think most of the raids are going to be exempt for that rule because it will make any sense. So possibly all the raids done, probably dungeon loot. So some dungeon
I
loot.
doubt it.
Titles as
Doubt it,
well
though.
It'll be
will
Sunset.
be messed up.
The year after.
They won't be messed up. They'll just be hard to acquire.
No, I mean Wayfarer, Cursebreaker, you need the weapon badges. If you can't get, the
They're gonna
weapons,
be messed
therefore you
up when they
can't get the
delete
badges.
Titan.
Yeah, Titan.
That's gonna be hilarious.
That's gonna be Wayfarer. But the rest is
You're
just
not
gonna
in
be
my-
hard to acquire since your light
It's gonna be
level's
hilarious.
lowered.
Dude's like, I gotta talk to Sloan, and he's just like in the rubble of the asteroid field that used to be Titan surrounding Saturn. He's like, can I get Sloan? Can I get that like scuba helmet? Like, it's kind of looked cool, but I need it to get Wayfarer.
Yeah, I really like the scuba
No.
helmet. Hey, what about the lighthouse? Nope,
I
they
need
got
my
rid of
scuba
the.
helmet.
No.
Everyone looking. Wow, this. Yeah. Wow, this
Here, I'm gonna
Segura
promote
ghost
Vol
shell
the leader,
really looks
and then I'm gonna
nice.
go find a bathroom.
Yeah, this Segura
Guys,
ghost
you
shell
guys have
really
that.
looks nice.
There you
How
go.
am I? How do you get this Segura ghost shell? Oh yeah, you have to complete all the weapons for the true pro. No, I've already got it. I've already got Wayfarer. I mean,
True
like
prophecies.
new light players coming in being like, wow, how do you get it? And
Yeah,
then
but
it's
EG, you
like,
gotta think about it. It's been how many months since, like, last DLC? How many months, right? New light players will only probably stay away for 2 months, 3 at best.
yeah, but
Once they get past the
what about the
trademark
rest of the
points,
community?
they are not new light players. They are
What
the
about the
literal
rest of the
definition of
community, dude?
casual.
what about just
Yeah,
the
but you picture
community?
new light players as like coming in at them. I was like, no, technically yes and no.
Okay,
they
fine.
won't know
I'll
any better.
drop the term new light player. What about the people that are trying to do stuff that they want to get done but can't because the game's like, haha, fuck you, you don't have this
Oh,
anymore.
yeah, they're fucked, hands down.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna argue with that. They're
Yeah,
fucked.
stop nitpicking and just let me say what I need to say. Like, fuck.
Well, stop. Well, exactly. It's just. Yeah, like people were overreacting. I'm just like, yes and no.
Yeah, because you're always like a mediator between stuff. You're like, I'll deal with it. You're never
Exactly.
one side or the other. You're always just like, man, fuck it. Oh, but they only listen to the fucking massive content creators that burn themselves out on the game and then complain about that there's nothing to do.
And actually, armor ornaments was once from the community. Not the streamers were like, no, but everyone else wanted armor ornaments. So
But
We
I
got
don't
that.
think I heard anyone other than Datto talking about sunsetting stuff. Like,
It's like
But
it just
hell,
makes me
Bungie
feel like
doesn't
my
care about
vault
that,
full
huh?
of weapons and all of my guns and armor that I carry around on me to have my cool, unique loadouts whenever I'm doing my endgame content was literally just a waste of my fucking time.
exactly. It feels like it's just a waste of time, that there's nothing.
Yeah, Bungie's like,
That's
you've
done.
wasted your time up to the point that that weapon gets sunset.
Exactly.
There's no point in you grinding to get that subjunctive role in the Vex offensive because it's now useless in endgame content. But you can use it in strike playlists where you could do the entire thing with a melee and not notice.
Dude, the entire, like, for me, the grind is,
Yeah.
for me,
so
the grind
true.
is the satisfaction of having it, and the satisfaction of being able to
Mhm.
have it and have it sitting there and being like, I accomplished something by doing this.
Yeah,
Doing
like the
this,
satisfaction for me
there's
is
no
looking
accomplishment.
at Recluse in my inventory and choosing to use it or to not use it. And I choose to not use it more than I choose to use it. But removing every single purple item that I have because Recluse is chewing through ads too fast just makes me go, okay, here's an idea. Sunset Recluse.
Yeah.
Sunset Mountaintop. Make them exotics. That way people can't use them like Mountaintop Recluse and Anarchy. Or, you know, they can't
Exactly.
use both of them if they're both exotics. You know, do that.
Exactly.
But I have a you know a full auto rampage 14 round solar sidearm from Shax. I can't use that in endgame content if I wanted to, but having the option to use it in endgame content,
It would be nice.
it makes me happy.
Dude, what did the Vow ever do to people? Like, come on.
No, the Crucible technically doesn't, but Iron Banner and Trials do.
Trials.
Okay, I've got the shader.
Iron Banner and Trials. Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. If they did that to Crucible, there'd be such a big riot that Bungie would have to take sunsetting away, but they
It
didn't.
would be.
You can still go shit all over people with your Spassions Mindbenders combo, you know?
Until it gets sunset.
No,
Well, no, in
Crucible.
Crucible, you can use it forever.
Crucible, no light level, dude. Until they get the Trials or Iron Banana. Then that's a whole nother story.
Sure.
But guess what's
Ooh.
not getting Sunset? Hardlight.
Yep.
Social Dream.
Yeah.
Right?